Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to MotorSport Manager Season 2. Now, if you're joining us on this season, welcome. There is a new background music. Let me know if you like that one or if you prefer the previous one. A whole new lineup of drivers, including a key here, which has amazing potential, Gerard, who actually got pretty good results last season. Overall for cheaper too. He's dedicated, dangerous dueler, but he doesn't want to hear about Arbeloa, that's fine. He's given me some money, but I think it was for the previous team actually. He's volunteer, he meditates, overall pretty good, with a bit of potential to unlock still. Xianqi is a chatty wonder kid, hence the massive potential. We're not paying much for her. She can improve during the season, and Young has only been recruited because, well, we needed somebody with a half-decent feedback, which will be 9, which is not amazing, but hey, they've got good marketability as well, so why not? Also, they're under cheap. We are currently designing our new car. Last season, we finished a respectable P8 after a, quite frankly, bad last race, but it was okay, and Gerard actually finished P6, got laid off by Firebird, or they didn't renew his contract for some reason. He's a winner, he's a race winner, so hopefully he can bring some of that luck to us. The car is still being designed, the HQ is being improved with a staff center, which will allow our drivers to improve faster, as well as our, well, staff. So, yeah, financially, we are actually doing pretty good. I'm expecting a few suggestions for improvements on the car, so that's why I keep a bit of money in the bank before we get the start of season allocation by the boss. So let's go. We still got some, and we're going to keep on scouting. I've neglected scouting duties last season. We don't want that in case we've got a driver leaving us, getting poached like we poached Gerard. Wait, no, Gerard wasn't let go. I actually poached him. Never mind. Livery. Now, do we want to change our livery? The answer is yes. Purple is my favorite color, in case you didn't know. But we can do better. We can do something a bit more interesting, maybe. Let's check the livery pack. I like, which one is it? Yeah, this one I really like. Isn't that the one from last year though? Well, I do like it. Make it, oh, that's a bit jarring, isn't it? Maybe not, maybe we change from purple and white to something different, I don't know. Oh, no. Purple and pink, that's not different enough. No. Oh, that is an interesting look for sure. No. I don't hate that one. Don't hate the purple and teal like that. You know what? I mean, sure, we're only gonna have to stare at this for 11 episodes. You can keep the secondary color to white, sort of transition. Looks cool on the sides. It's not exactly amazing overall. Yeah, it only works on this livery though. Yeah, this one isn't too bad. Oh, I don't hate that one. So purple and teal with the white undertones. Nah, too teal. Maybe we do this. Oh no, it's full on purple. No. Shame it's the back, but this isn't bad. This isn't bad. Plus, I'm pretty sure there's no other teal color. You know what? Sure. But my own save, I ended up doing, you know, blue, white, red, because France and a few other countries as well, but let's try to do it differently. I think we lost quite a few of our pit crew. No? Why did it tell me contracts ending? Xiangli? What? Ooh, what? Who in? Huh? Oh, is it the people we? Is it people we scouted? Because these are not people in our team. Okay, never mind. Heartwarming charity work. You're doing charity aboard, and you're even more marketable. That's very good. Better sponsors. And it's time for pre-season testing. Let's see where we end up at. There's nothing to do for pre-season testing. It's just taking temperature of where you're going to be on the field. Oh, that's not a lot of laps. Yeah. Oil leak. Okay, Charles Morel took a bit of a dive, but he is getting confident thanks to her P9. Top speed is not the best, but okay, let's hope we can fix that oil leak and get back on top. I'm a bit concerned that... Oh, Kruger, aren't these the guys who got relegated? Ooh. Well, middle of the pack. Hopefully we can align on Key's performance more than Gerard's. It does give the... Oh, wait, no, where you start... Oh no, that car is jarring. Oh no, that car looks awful. Only a full season to look at it. Targets. Ah, yes, the targets. I'm gonna say P8. I don't see us being P6 this season. I'm gonna be modest. I'm gonna go with P8. Now, it may look like a lot of money in the bank, but as soon as we're gonna build a second building in HQ next week, it's gonna take a dive, and we want to do that. The season starts in only 11 days. So, yeah. We can already improve some parts, and we're gonna go full-on reliability, baby! Now, as you know, if you've watched last season, reliability is the biggest issue right at the start, and engine, gearbox, and rear wing. So that's the reliability we want to increase as much as possible in these early stages. All right. At least get it to 80%. We don't want it to just, you know, break down. Yeah. Oof. Yikes. Factory feedback. I want to upgrade the factory. Yeah. But already we have our staff center just in time too, because it means that our team is going to improve. The fitness, the focus of our drivers, as well as the staff themselves, are going to improve faster, and it's going to be very good for Becky. The huge potential. So, what do we build now? Forecasting, nah. Telemetry for a good gearbox, brakes, or scouting. We're going to go with a gearbox. I feel like gearbox is important in a lot of races. Should have maybe waited for the sponsors. What is our team marketability? 40%. It's not the best, but we've had worse. And off to Russia we go for the first Grand Prix of the season. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh no, there's still 10 races only this season. They didn't add one. They usually do during the votes, but they want to replace the Black Sea with Dubai. Spec breaks, points for the top 6. We absolutely need to keep our votes so that this doesn't go through, because if there's only points for the top 6, there's no points for us. Remove bonus point for the fastest lap. We don't care about that one. Well, if we can, but I'm gonna save my vote on this one. Spec breaks, I don't really care. I'm gonna save as well, and I want to put all in against points. Only for the top 6. What is this? 1990 Formula 1? At least we'd get good engines. The Monaco quali in real life is about to start in an hour, by the way, as I'm recording this. Okay, let's go. So, 13th on above. Don't think we're going to do any better. Parts. You're unhappy about the parts on your car. You think you're being robbed. Is that even remotely true? Yes. The Girard has got all the best parts. I understand if you're a bit pissy about that. Okay. Still trying to improve the reliability here. Right. Unfortunately, our mechanics driver relationship has been reset because we changed drivers, but yeah. And I will, for the first episode of the season, I will keep practice in, you know, as a bit of a refresher of sorts. I like this tune. It's not better or worse than the previous one, it's just nice. Alright, so I was gonna say, Shen, you're not gonna go because your feedback is worse than Yang. But I think if we want to improve your driving, you need to take as many sessions as you can. Now, as for the setup, I did that last episode on this very track and I already forgot. It's a pretty balanced track if I remember correctly, but sure. And, oh, right, 3 choices of tires this season. The difference between the softs and the super softs isn't that large, but we're not going to have the option to get the mechanic input. It's going to be pretty warm, so we will manage to get temperature into these. I think our softs are our tires of choice, simply because they last so much longer. But at the end, we may do a couple laps on the super softs. We're not going to struggle to heat them up, at least. Yeah, let's get in the middle of the green and take it from there, roughly. And let's go for practice. And we're absolutely taking the session. All right, music off. Let's send everybody out. Push a bit to get some heat in these tires. Let's go for practice. I usually only send them on 1 lap. And the second season of MotorSport Manager is underway, led by Jean-Pierre Girard, our newest recruit. Literally poached from I did not accidentally get off the game sound instead of the music. Sorry. The engines. Pro YouTuber right here. Alright, as they approach the line, we'll tell them to push. Try to get a good lap in. Nice Seiru setup. Gearing seems just right, and you can bring her in. See what we've learned. Yeah, just the right temperature. Too much roll, handling feels too soft. Okay. We can do another lap on these super softs, but another stint, but not like we have a lot of time in these 12-minute quali. You want it to be much stiffer. Gotcha. That's not great feedback that we gathered, eh? Let's try something like that. We're not going to change their tires and send them right back out. Yeah, you want some downforce. But I'm still gonna try and give you a bit more to see if we get even better. Speed balance, let's give you a bit more top speed, see what you tell us. And just try to get a feel for it. I like doing 3 stints, even though they're short ones. Yeah, they don't have great feedback compared to our drivers last year, but what can you do? Just have better pace. Tweaks, liking the downforce. I'm not even minding the positions too much. Some of them are on super soft. Handling is much better. All right, bring her in. You too. Did I actually tell them to push on this lap? I did not. I am very distracted. Guess I'll thin them out on this set of tires. They can finish the session on these softs. Okay, better. You still hate your speed balance. Okay, let's lower it significantly. And maybe a bit more on the downforce front, if you like that. And go even harder on the suspension. Sure. Is it going to be an improvement? Maybe, maybe not. Oh, great, excellent, excellent. That's, yeah, 96% from 89 to 96. Okay. That is exactly where we want to be. Maybe a tweed more downforce. Try to get that triple excellent. What is this, Golden Lab? Softs is on level 2. You know what? I'm going to send Key on Super Soft. Maybe we can unlock one level of Super Soft if we let her out long enough. And see what race tire we want to go on. Jar is not going to be very quick on his used softs, but that's okay. Only practice, there's no quali. As a reminder, in this championship, the grid is in reverse order from the standings. Since everybody is tied, I don't know what the game is going to do. If it's random or something, but... I'd like to start on the front. But... Okay, race stream level 2, and we're just gonna let them run until the end of the session. Speed balance, nice area setup, last minute of the session. I think they're getting another lap. Key is already overheating her tires significantly. Cooking them, but that's okay. Oh wow, they're getting shredded. These super softs are not a race tire, man. Okay. 5th. Huh. I know we're better than the AI in practice, but that's not our true pace. I would believe Girard's pace, not Key's. OMG level engineering from the team today. Loved every second I spent out there. Girard, woo, that was an awesome session. I believe you guys are lying to me. I'm just gonna throw that out there. You start second in the grid, Key, and Jean-Pierre 9th. Okay. Okay, so when not going out there on super softs, there is no world in which it is the way to go. We want reliability as much as possible. I haven't checked our pit crew. You, yeah, you like the setup way better. I'm not gonna touch it, because it looks like you got it figured it out. Yeah, no, there's no world in which the super soft are the race tires. How many laps? 30 laps, so we need about 10 laps per stint. Yeah, we'll go on the softs. That's definitely the better tire. Ooh, it got colder though. Who is the smoothest driver? You've got 14. I can give you full fuel. And Key, you've got a smoothness of 3. Oh my lord, you're gonna shred tires. You're absolutely gonna destroy tires. You'll go a bit shorter. Still tell you to push, but okay, no, the aero setup was better though. Went the wrong way. That's fine. You may even end up on the mediums. But yeah, you're a tire shredder. Strategy! Now, we will have, I suspect, to fix the car at some point, but that's going to be the case for everybody, so quite equal on that one. Yeah, they're going to start on the super soft, these guys, but Key is just going to shred them before we can get anywhere, so I'll have us start on the softs. And as we go down the grid, we find some medium tire runners, mix of medium and softs, but I don't think Key can make these super softs last any time, but it's 5 lights! And away we go in Russia. That's a terrible start from Key, getting dived in the inside by Antonov, losing a position right from the get-go. Girard is in P9, but around the outside, struggling for P10, is going inside. Key is Maintaining P3, it's going to be a bit harder than yesterday to put temperature in these tires, but for now we're holding on to P3 and P9. That is not bad. Everybody is pushing. It is the first lap, except for Chu, who is saving on their tires. He around the outside, going around the outside of Evans. My God, what a move. What a move. And immediately chasing Antonov for the lead, but Ingledew is still here. No, we are good and we are pushing. Why are you swearing? You got done in by Ingledew on the straight. Not much you could have done here, mate. So head down, keep pushing. You're doing great. I forgot to turn off the music. I swear I will remember how to do these things one day. Antonov is just flying. Antonov is checked out. We are not getting any temperature in these tires. Key, you're gonna just push. And you two, I want you guys to go to the end of that stint. Oh wow, even pushing you. No, okay, we're gonna go neutral for Key, because I suspect otherwise her tires are just gonna get absolutely battered, and she's not gonna be able to make them last long enough for her fuel levels. Gerard has overtaken Evans, who is sinking like a stone. That's probably due to the fact that you're driving the worst car of the grid. The Predator, the boss, 3 abreast. That's not a good idea. Getting absolutely sandwiched. Lugo going around the outside, very quick it seems. It's a new car, right? That's the guys who got relegated. In the meantime, Key is being the cork in the bottle, as we do. It's kind of a hallmark of our team when we start up front. Key 2.4 current form. Ew, Gerard 9.9. That's what we want to see. And you can see that Key has shredded her tires as much as the others have shredded the super softs. She is the opposite of smooth. And Gerard has a terrible last corner, gets overtaken left, right, and center. That is okay. We want to be above P13, really. Elegard has made their way through Key, who is still trying to bunch up the pack. Well, trying is a big word. You can full push on fuel, I think. You're going to shred your tires way before your fuel is too low. Still fighting against Elstad. Keeping P5 with Lugo, but for how long? Vananen has gone through, and the pack is starting to stretch. Gerard is still being a cork in the bottle. My God, what is our pace? Oh! Melo definitely cut that corner and is being looked into by the stewards. That's going to be a hefty penalty. Yes, as it should be. In the meanwhile, Key is just dropping. Finally, she can't hold on to her position anymore. We are okay with that. We knew that was going to happen. At least we had a decent start and we can still fight with the leaders. The tire temperatures are getting pretty damn low. We are struggling to keep the tires in a decent temperature window. There's definitely going to be a two-stopper, but are we going to be able to go up to lap 10 on these tires? I do not believe we are. We may have to finish on the mediums, and we've already got somebody in the pits. Melo serving their penalty, which we take. Girard has made a move on Santa Ana. I don't want the tires to go below 30% because that's when the pace drops significantly. But we're going to be able to burn that fuel, try to keep up with the leaders, not in the corners, but at least on the straights, because we're going to need to box pretty damn soon. He is improving her sectors, though. Best sectors for her. Oh my God, they're 3 abreast in the final corner. Somebody got ditched absolutely wide, the rat and John's daughter, but Key gets boxed in, cannot make a move, getting worried about the engine. Oh my God, I forgot about the engine reliability. Yeah, okay, we cannot push that much if we want to have an engine at the end of the race. Key, you're just gonna full push on this one and you're gonna box lap 7. That is not where we want to be. You'll go on the mediums, and we'll see at the end what it looks like in terms of pace. Do we go for repairs? No, we'll probably go for the repairs at the very last pit stop. At least go on high on fuel. And we're already seeing people starting to box. That's the... Oh, Dreyfus crashed. Yellow flag, please, a safety car. No. Oh no, the safety... No, no safety car. Okay, Gerard, full push, because you'll box next lap as well, and you'll also go on the mediums. You can make your tires last much longer than her, though. So maybe we go on the softs with you, actually. And we'll evaluate at the last stint, give us a bit more flexibility. Right, first pit stop of the season. Let's see if the Tumbles crew can hold their own. So far, so good. And that is a clean pit stop. Going out on the mediums, I want you to push on them quite a bit. Try to get some temperature in them. We're not going to push on fuel, though, because I suspect the engines are going to need repairs before the race is through. The super soft tire runners must stop very soon, I suspect. Gerard finishing his stint with, at the perfect moment, did manage that pretty well, if I do say so myself. Okay, Key putting some temperature in these tires. You're gonna go neutral. No, still push a bit on your outlap. Okay, and 2 perfect pit stops in a row. Gonna push on your outlap. Key just next to Gerard, but no, Gerard makes it. Kind of getting in the way of Key, though. That's not what we want to see, guys. Okay, take it a bit easy on your tires, Key. You can follow your teammate along. Getting dragged by the slipstream. Try to save your tires a bit. Oh, Ingledew got so far on these super softs. P14 is not where we need to be, but the race is far from over. We're going to see some reliability issues. Key is now fighting with Chu. Chu round the outside. But Key may come back. That's so slow through that corner, but nope. Can't make it. Chu makes it stick and is now hunting down our Gerard National. Okay, it seems the grip is increasing on the track. Yes. So we are managing to keep a bit of temperature. We should have plenty of fuel at least. So you can push a bit. And the engine will have to see repairs, but we're not the only ones. Hopefully we made the right decision, with which part we chose to increase the reliability of. And it seems we are matched on pace with Chu to some extent. Rogers is in the pit. It's way too early. We'll never go to the end of the race with that. As a reminder, we've got about 40% of the race distance in terms of fuel, so about 12 laps of fuel we have in the tank. And we're already starting to see the first repairs coming. Ingledew going on super softs again, my god. John Stortier still going on mediums, which are absolutely shredded at this stage. They're trying to pull a one-stopper, because that's not going to work. And we are now in P9 after this little bout of pit stops, which is actually pretty good, even though immediately Zurita goes through, and we get... Oh, Gerard keeps the inside. Very, very solid driving from Gerard here. Very happy with that. Key, you're on the mediums. You can push a bit. Try to get some temperature. The others are pushing on their tires. We are on a different strategy. Don't mind it, Gerard. Follow your race. That's a bold-faced lie, by the way, but that's why I tell him, so he feels better. If both our drivers finish above the sponsored objective, I will see this as an absolute win. They're shredding their tires about the same pace, except she's on the mediums. No, they are one lap older, mind you. We are so far on target with 17 laps to go, so we really need to go to lap 18 on that fuel and on these tires. If we are to get to the end of the race with fuel. As I said, you can get about 12 laps of fuel. Oh, Key round the inside in the final corner. Very neat move. Very nice move. Gerard, you're going to have to push your tires a bit, I suspect. Otherwise, they're just going to get too cold. There's a battle between Yao and Key in the back. Gerard, meanwhile, is following Chu quite well. Doing a good job at it. Not getting in their tires too much. Still a few laps of life left in them. But yeah, we need to go to like at the end of lap 19 to box. Otherwise, it's just not gonna be good enough in terms of fuel. And Gerard needs to go to 19 even. Getting you to get some temp into your tires a bit for a little while, attack them, heat them up. It's gonna wear them down, but graining, them being too cold, will wear them down even worse. The race is settling down. It seems we found our pace. Ingledew has just checked out. My god, are they fast? And it seems we are in the second half of the grid, the top of the second half of the grid. With Vannanen pitted twice and Dreyfus has crashed and Mello had a penalty, so we may be overshooting our real pace. I don't mind that. Okay, 3 more laps to go on these tires, guys. Well, 3 for Key and 4 for Gerard. And we are sticking with Chu here. Rat has created a bit of a gap, but we are sticking with Santa Ana and sorry, with Liao and Chu. So it seems these are our rivals for this Dragon Race team again, being our rival, and Santa Ana still at Predator, not faring too poorly either. But the last pits are gonna be the great equalizer. Gerard getting overtaken by Liao. They're going to be the great equalizer in terms of reliability, because we're going to have to do some repairs on our engines and suspensions, but we're not going to be the only ones. Okay, Key, you've got almost 2 laps of fuel to go. That is perfect. You've got almost 3. That is exactly our target. Can even take it a bit easier. Last thing we want is to run out of fuel and have a slow pit entry. 13th, 14th. With extra stops and the penalty, it seems we're about 15th, 16th, give or take. So yeah, 8th best team in terms of sheer pace for the time being. Key, you're gonna box this lap. 12 laps, yeah, you're gonna finish on the mediums. This track is brutal, and we're gonna fix... Yeah, that's gonna be a lot of time in the pits for fixing parts, but it's better than the alternative. Yeah, Girard, I know, but you're gonna have to make it last 1 more lap. You will just end without rubber at this point. So try to conserve your tires. You can go out on softs though. And we'll fix your engine and your suspensions as well. Moment of truth. Fortunately, the fixing occurs after they change the tires, but during the refueling, but it's still gonna take longer than the refueling. But we're not gonna be the only ones, I'm sure. Or other crews will not fix their parts and just break the car down. Oh, this is so long. Oh, maybe I should have fixed the suspension. No, it's the same. It's the same. Good. Good. Okay, you can push. You got more than enough fuel. You got fixed parts. Well, forget about the brakes. Evans is fixing his car as well, and you're in clear air. You're in the clearest air, actually. You're also lapped. Have the opponents of the leaders pitted? Can't see it while this is on. Have the leaders pitted as well, or? Yeah, dropping like a stone. No, they haven't. Okay, and Sabato is having to fix the car already. We got a mistake on the tires, but Gerard is still in front. You can push. You've got 10 laps of fuel left. Okay, just enough. All right, and now it's just a matter of seeing whose car breaks down and who we overtake in the pits. You guys, don't fight. Drag each other along. Get some temp in these tires. There you go. Already overtook Vananen. If we finish in these positions, so be it. But I suspect a couple cars will know mechanical failures, as it happened last season. If they don't, then... oh well. Issues with the brakes. Yeah, I know, but... yeah, okay, everybody's fixing their car now. Yep. Also. Vananen... oh, he actually overtook you legitimately. Never mind. Okay. Already made a position. Oh, no. Most of them pitted except for Mello and John's daughter. It's not over until it's over. And the leader is in the pits. Lapping ourselves. Mello has already come out way ahead of us. Yeah, we took too long with the repairs, I think. The 10 seconds on the suspensions were just too much. Oh, Santana has retired because of a mechanical issue. There it is. There it starts. 5 laps from the end. It's starting. You need to fix some of your parts. It feels like it, but it's because you do. One more retirement and we get our sponsor objective. If Vananen doesn't overtake us, and there's a world where he does. 4 laps remaining. Only 1 retirement and 1 crash so far. I am very surprised. Usually they're a bit more reckless than that in the first race of the season. Oh, Alcedet has crashed. There it is. Now, don't get overtaken by Vananen, and we get our sponsored objectives. Nick Chu has a mechanical issue. There it is. Okay, you got just enough fuel. Nope. We're not looking at the brakes. Antonov has retired. And Chu is in the pits, as well as Mello, for part fixes. Yeah, boy! And just like that, P10. 2 laps to go. Now, our tires are shod, but so are Vananen's, so... just a matter of sheer pace here. And it doesn't mean somebody else is not going to bin it. Hedegaard had to box one more time. Evans is out of fuel! He's dead last. Okay, last lap. No! Damn it! Oh, and Key is already done because she got lapped. Damn it! Come on! Push! You don't have tires anymore. But neither does Vananen. Okay, don't run out of fuel. We tried. Running out of fuel as we cross the line. P11 and P12. We take that. We take that. That is the power of increasing your reliability before the first race. And we didn't increase it nearly as much as I wanted to. 2 retirements and 2 crashes. A first victory for Lugo with Ingledew taking P2. And a very solid start of the season for us. Let's go. And our drivers seem pretty even. Key, however, just shredding tires. My goodness. Key started up front, so actually Girard seems to be a bit more consistent. But we absolutely take that. We absolutely take a P11, P10. In the team standings, that puts us in a 5th position, albeit only 2 points ahead of P6 and 4 points ahead of P7, 8, 9. So it's all to play for, obviously. First round of the season out of 10. Yes, I am happy with that first result. Let's see what it does to the sponsors and everything. Well, first, you're going to see key skills improve dramatically at the end of each race. Jean-Pierre as well, but she has so much potential that, yeah, her garbage smoothness and consistency and focus are going to increase quite well. And we already have unlocked better tire changes thanks to the better relationship between Jean-Pierre and Becky. Not quite there with Billy and Key. Marketability increases. That is overall a very positive Grand Prix, and even our costs are way down. Like, there's 10 races this season, we're gonna spend 6 million. We got double that. So we can spend a bit on improving the car, or maybe, well, if there's some improvability to do, and especially making new parts. We're gonna be able to churn out new parts quite quickly, and I should have done that. Why didn't I do that before the first race? I just thought of it. It's gonna be a problem for future tunnels because that's all the time I have for this episode. Thank you very much, everybody, for being here today. I hope you enjoyed. I sure did. And we'll see each other next time in Munich. Have a good one, everybody. Bye-bye.